What's good, family? It's your boy Saint. We back at it with another vlog. I know it's been a minute. As you know, LA has been on fire for the last week, and the bad news is, me and my wife, after a lot of stress and decision making, we decided we're gonna leave LA. That's the bad news. The good news is we're only gonna be going an hour away from LA, so we're going to be going closer to San Diego, in between San Diego and LA, which could potentially be a new opportunity for us for the time being, as we can still come down to LA to connect with friends and to work, but then also start to connect with the San Diego community, as I also got like a brother out there that I want to connect with again. So that's kind of where we are with things. And I got a couple more podcasts that's on the way. I just haven't had time to sit down and edit them. So I appreciate y'all for y'all patience. But today we're going to go to It's Bigger Than Us nonprofit foundation. They're doing a huge give back to the community for the people who have been affected by the fires in Los Angeles and surrounding areas. My boy Owen is at work. I'm gonna wait for him to get off of work so we can pull up and just, do the good work. I'm not gonna vlog a lot there because I don't want to make it about me and I want to just show up to serve, but I'll at least show you the amazing stuff that they're doing. So it'll probably be quick snippets, and then we just gonna bring it back in to when I get back to my place. Right now I'm at my brother Owen house downtown LA. Been down here for the last 2 days just because the fire warnings in my neighborhood were um, notifying us to probably take evacuation. So everything seems to be fine out there. I mean, the air is still really horrible. People aren't really wearing masks because they don't see the smoke, but the seriousness of it is beyond like looking cool, to be honest. So me and my wife have been wearing masks. It's kind of feeling like pre-cove, and it just gives me a really uncomfortable feeling. The city is kind of dead. There's like no traffic in downtown LA. A lot of people are, I don't know, either leaving the state, leaving the city, or they're volunteering at places. So there's a lot of empty roads. It's a lot less traffic from, at least in the area that I'm in. I don't know about all of LA because it is huge, but from my perspective, being down here for 3 days, just like walking around and going to coffee shops and stuff, it has been dry. And for me, it just feels like a ghost town. So we're not retreating, we're not running away and giving up on this beautiful city, which we've called our home, but we're going to kind of just find a moment to sit down, get a fresh breath of air, connect with my brother Jake as he's in the process of selling his house. And yeah, man, it's been a long journey for me and my wife. A lot of y'all know our journey. We met in Bali, lived there for 3 years. In a sense, been expats from one house to the next, Airbnb to the next, and being in LA, not really sure if this was going to be our foundation place or if it was just a temporary place. We've kind of still been in that flow of just like living in the process of like what is not like long term, because we haven't really wanted to commit because we weren't sure. But seeing that like city is changing and things are happening that are uncertain, I think it's really a good idea for us to just take a retreat from this area at the time being, to redirect our focus on like what it is that we're doing in our life as we grow, how we can water our marriage, and how me as a man I can provide better for my family. So yeah, it's a tough decision, and I know a lot of times you might have this soul sound or this voice in your head telling you to jump, but then you have the comfort of like what you know forcing you to stay, and it's a tug of war. But for me, I thrive in uncertain situations, and I always see the beauty on the other side of me, like actually making a decision to get out of my comfort zone. So in the meantime, we're going to stay in California. Our original plan was to go to Austin, Texas for 1 month to just see how the city is. My dad and my brother lives there, and I hear a lot of great things about it. So we're going to probably do that once we make a decision living. an hour away from LA if we're gonna stay in California or if we're gonna go to Austin. So yeah, it's a lot of uncertainty right now, in the most beautiful way because we're reestablishing ourselves here. And my wife, she just got her green card, so I kind of want her to see a little bit of America before she has her mind sold on just LA. Um, which I get why we're creators, we're fashion people, but at the same time, America is massive, and I'm a nature dude, so I know LA has nature and it has arts, which are my favorite things, but also coming from the Midwest, originally being from Detroit, I miss the hospitality of like family cities where it's very calm, relaxing. You can work, you can dress up, you can be fly, and you can also dress down and go to cafes and kick it with your friends. And as adults, we all know like the majority of us probably have less than a handful of real friends. So for me, I'm not chasing the clout or the community. I would love to build a nice community, but I think you kind of just got to show up to the places that are already existing, that are hosting experiences that you like to do on a daily basis. Like me, I love nature. I love going for hikes. I love serving tea, and I love to dance. I don't drink. I don't really go to clubs. So, from what I hear about Austin, I think it aligns with that vision. I just don't know much about it from the creative's perspective as a photographer, model, and fashion dude if I'll jump right into the work world. So that's a little bit of my uncertainty. But like I said, I jumped, packed my bags, and moved to Bali across the country with no plan. And it turned out to be a beautiful plan. And so I'm trusting that the similar situation will happen for me in this turnout. So yeah, that's about it for now. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I just wanted to check in, and yeah, I'm just gonna probably grind out for a little bit and wait for my bro to get off work. It's 12:11 right now, and I am preparing a mood board to shoot with a model friend of mine. Her name is Vanessa. She's a super dope model. I'm gonna tag her Instagram right there, and y'all can go give her a follow. We have a shoot at the end of the month. It'll be like my last shoot in LA as of right now that's scheduled. But for now, I'm just going through mood boards or Pinterest to find photos to add to the mood board. And yeah, that's about it. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man, I'm wishing you luck, bro. I hope to see you before by the time I get back.
February, March. It's gonna be close calls, bro. Because if I'm in LA for only one more month, like I think by it'll either be March, the end of March.
When it depends on when he sells the house.
Right. So if he's saying if it actually goes through, it's gonna be mid-February. Like that's the plan. But it could it could fall through, and I don't want to wish negative on that. So the goal is like 2 weeks, 3 weeks there. You know what I'm saying? I would rather come into LA for work and then leave. Yup.
I miss you in person, brother.
Miss you too, big dog.
That's the first.
I know, right?
That's the first.
I know, right? How that make you feel?
Don't make me feel no
You
way.
got chills?
I have no feelings about it.
You know me, boy. Chill. Yo, soft ass.
Yeah, you know what's up.
You gonna bring a welcome home present for me, and it's gonna be your welcome home.
You know what else? You know what I'm learning too?
What?
What I learned in London is, we spend all this time trying to get all this stuff like apartment, nice car, and all. And bro, when you have a goal or a vision, when God is giving you something, that's the thing you're supposed to be focused on.
No, in fact, I agree.
She's like literally only person I fear. She's like, I don't fear death. The only thing I fear is God. Like,
That's
God's
what you was
daughter.
talking about.
She, and it's just like, it's fire.
That's just for the one that
Listen!
What up? What up? What up?
Come on.
Hey, we got a park first.
Huh?
What up?
Hey,
Go,
Ty.
go,
Ty.
come on.
She excited to see you.
Bro.
That boy home. Home sweet home. Lamar Park, we here, baby. Say this time it ain't just for the kids, it's for the world. Oh yeah, they was out here pulling, huh? Yeah, so like I was saying, we about to just do what we need to do. I'm not gonna really be on the camera like that because I need to be present, but just want to show y'all what the city actually doing and coming together. It's a beautiful moment. So yeah, we about to see what they need us to do. I think we got to move a whole bunch of like goods to a warehouse unit as they over capacity with the donation. So stay tuned. It's about to be interesting.
I'm single. Surprise. At 54, the dating pool is different for me. Even though I'm a good-looking black man, someone told me I even look like RuPaul. I don't understand that. But the dating pool's different at my age. It's kind of shallow, full of piss. And it smells like kitty litter and loneliness, to be honest. And there's a lot
What
of
am I
kids
getting
in it.
myself into,
I don't
y'all?
like kids, I love them, but a lot of the kids
I don't
in this
know.
pool suffer from
Interesting.
ADD. Do you
As you see, I'm in the middle. I'm trying to do 5 things at once. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the middle of volunteering at It's Bigger Than Us, and you see what's going on there. It's a lot going on.
Black excellence to me?
All right, so what I was trying to say, sorry, a lot going on. I got 3 phones on me. So I'm in the process of volunteering at It's Bigger Than Us, but at the same exact time, I have a full stream network podcast that I'll need to be on as a special guest for the Black Excellent February podcast with KGLTV. I was just invited to be a part of that. I don't really know much about what's going on, but they saw my work and they asked me to be one of the 15 guests. So I'm going to be up soon. So literally my office is the car. We in Crenshaw, so I don't really have nowhere to go to set up office. So we're going to do it here in the parking lot. So yeah, I'm going to just tap into this real quick and then let them know from my perspective what Black Excellence is. This is the first vlog, getting back at it. I'm testing out this Canon G7X Mark II. And yeah, I don't know how the audio sound, but we will see in post. But yeah, stay tuned. I keep saying stay tuned, but stay tuned.
Black Excellence Month is the month of February, Black History Month, Black Awareness Month. And during this presentation, we've been bringing you a panel of amazing guests. And like I said at the top of this, we have a wonderful lineup. That was just about our halfway point. So you're going to hear some more stories from our other panelists, more inspiring stories, I should say, and hear how they've created and developed the projects and the businesses that they're working on. And I like to tie that back to the excellence of who we are collectively and individually. So getting our next guest on stage is Saint D'Angelo, Illy Saint.
Pleasure. I'm blessed.
Nice. Good to see you as always.
You too.
So I have been hearing all these different inspiring stories from the various guests on the panel. Mm-hmm. And what I'm really enjoying, and I say this a lot and I'll continue to say it, is that we are excellent as individuals, mm-hmm. but even more as a collective, right?
I agree.
And often we don't hear the stories of those that aren't, maybe up in the bright billboards and everything, but we have the stories in our communities that are making a difference and inspiring others behind us and ahead of us, and I say that as someone that's older who has been and continues to be and enjoys being inspired by those that are younger. So give it to me all, from birth to death, and everything in between. So I've been asking each guest what Black excellence means to them. And I like to ask you that as well, and as you fill us in on what you've been up to and everything.
Absolutely. Well, as you know, LA is on fire. And so me being based in LA, I would say what I see in the present moment when it comes to Black excellence is what's happening right now in this community. A lot of people have this facade about LA and it being like Hollywood and fake and people being selfish, where in this very moment, I'm in Crenshaw volunteering, right, to provide for the city, for people who lost their homes. So I would say Black excellence is the example and embodiment of love, of God, and actually showing up, regardless of what that looks like, whatever your capacity is on the inside, like bringing that out into the world while also tying that in with a community. Because for one, like not many of us have role models. And so every single person that you had on this call before me showed and embodies Black excellence. And by them coming together with you and showing up in a unit, it makes it more real because someone else can be inspired by that.
Thank you. First, let me say I didn't realize you were in LA right now.
Yeah.
My heart, I'm up the bay, but yes, devastation. My heart goes out to you, and thank you for being out there and giving back to the community. Right, that is Black excellence. I just pray and I hope that, however this began, there's some honest conversation and resolution that puts people better than they were before.
I agree with you for sure. 1000%. So on that note, not speaking so much about me as an individual of what I do as a creative artist, but from a bigger perspective, it's like a lot of people mention them doing things on this panel about like nonprofits and things of that sort. And I really encourage for myself also having a nonprofit business focusing on a shot at us all connecting as a community within this panel itself to show up for people who are actually on the front lines doing work, that actually have access to people who need resources and grant money and things of that sort. So I think it's a beautiful thing that y'all doing for sure. Like you said, like we the people is bigger than just we the people. It's us as the people and the leaders of the people, you know, bringing out this into the world, whether it be any race, any color. And I think we're headed to something much bigger than individualistic lifestyle. And although it's a tragedy of Los Angeles being, you know, people losing their homes, thank God they woke up today, and thank God they still have a second chance to, you know, look at life a little bit differently. And I think this shows, like, in the moments of chaos, people are showing up for each other. Alright family, so here we are. I'm back at home. I didn't have time to transition from that podcast to the closing of the event because everything was pretty much closing up at that time. They already had finished the donation pull-ups and they got everything prepared for the next day. So back home, and now I need to eat my dinner because I'm not eating until after 6. I'm gonna start wrapping up this video as I just wanted to be kind of like a more reintroduction of me getting back into vlogs and letting y'all know where I am at in my life. And hopefully this video isn't one of few. Hopefully it can become one of many, as I'm definitely focused on testing out shooting more with this camera. It's an oldie but a goodie, as you know. Like there's this hype around this camera per se, and I luckily have a brother who collects a lot of cameras, so I got blessed with the offer that he made me and I couldn't refuse it. So with a more micro pocket size camera where I can get up and go, put it on my hip and just keep moving around without carrying my big old Blackmagic, and it has a flip screen and a touch screen. So I think I got what I need to get back into the vlogs, and on the next video you will see my wife. So until next time, y'all do what y'all need to do. Like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment if there's anything you want to know or how you can get involved with what's going on in LA, whether it be volunteering, donations, community support, whatever it is. Just leave a comment, follow me on IG. All of that information will be in the bio. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. As always, happy healing, family. Until next time. Peace.